Hey Bat fans, Luke here, ready to somewhat Bat Chat. And it's been a minute since I did a Bat Chat video. I think the last one was actually the Batman Odyssey review I did a couple weeks back. And I remember me saying I was getting ready to do a couple videos. One was kind of going to be like my zero issue. Hey, how did I become a Batman fan type of thing. And the other one was do my 2018 countdown to Christmas Batman countdown, where I kind of look at the 12 Days of Christmas, 12 favorite Batman books of 2018. And I haven't done it yet, and to be honest, probably not going to. For a couple reasons. Probably most importantly is right now, comic book reading has just kind of been in a weird spot right now. I love it. I'm not gonna quit it, but right now it's just in a weird vibe. Um, Call spade a spade. I mean, I'm a DC fan. I read two Marvel books, Amazing Spider-Man, which, take Batman aside, that's like my number two favorite character of all time. So I'm always gonna get Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man anyway. And I'm reading Venom for right now. I'm not really, totally loyal to the Venom character as I am Spider-Man, but we'll see. And I got some Image books here and there too, but primarily like 90% of my reading, if not 85, somewhere around there, is DC. And just DC right now is just in a really weird spot, with the exception of a couple books. Um, Justice League's good, kind of oversaturated, to be honest. Um, with Justice League Dark, and Justice League Dark's been good. Justice League Odyssey, I'm not touching it. That thing had issues with the release schedule, so I kind of don't have the faith and confidence in it. But Justice League as a whole, it's good. Batgirl is kind of like the new Red Hood of Rebirth, just doing a total reversal where it was just bad. To be honest, I suffered through it with Hope Larson, and once she got off finally, new writer Scott has just really been telling good Batgirl stories, and it's been so long since I had a good Batgirl story. You have to go back way before the Burnside debacle, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, Batgirl right now is really good. I'd recommend anyone really jump aboard now because it's actually really good. The annuals is fantastic. The one we had with um, Gordon Jr., Barbara's brother, James Gordon Jr., and it was just really good. Um, what else? Batman Who Laughs Sauce, that's issue one, so kind of is what it is. But just DC books in a whole right now is just in a really weird spot. Tom King's Batman hasn't been right since issue 50. To be perfectly honest, maybe a little bit before that. Detective Tomasi's on board now, so we'll see. I'm sure that will turn around, but before that, the Robinson and the Hill, and it's just been weird. That book hasn't been right since Tynion left. Another book that hasn't been right is Wonder Woman, to be honest. It hasn't been right since Rucka left. G. Willow Wilson came on board and came with a lot of hype, and to be honest, I'm just not feeling it. Stick with it, but yeah, it's just since Rucka left, Wonder Woman hasn't been the same. Superman, Bendis just kind of sucked a lot of the positive out of it. With Jurgens and Tomasi, what they're doing on Action and Superman. Um, what else? Flash. Flash is just kind of treading water right now. Green Arrow's actually been pretty good past couple issues, but since Percy left that, to be honest, this last issue we had with oh god, it was kind of like an anarchy type character. I forget the name of him. The villain that Green Arrow kind of took out. But since Percy kind of jumped off on it, and we had Ferreira and Schmidt kind of leave, that book hasn't been the same either. Super Sons has been right since Bendis came on for Superman, so that you kind of see the malaise around DC is just kind of hovering right now, and it's, to be honest, it's hurting a little bit. Suicide Squad, which that's just, it's ending in issue 50. If it wasn't ending in issue 50, I probably would have dropped it. So there's that. So it would be kind of hard for me to find, to be honest, 12 really good books this year that are worthy of being on like a, what I call Christmas pinnacle. I mean, you got the Christmas tree. I got another one in the back. Christmas is my favorite time of year. So if I'm going to do a Christmas themed video, even with Batman, it needs to be good. And to be honest, 12 issues of that, don't think so. Another reason, haven't done a video, those videos in, probably haven't done one in a while either. To be honest, the drama again, YouTube drama. And it's fans and pros, both sides. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, and this might not be a popular opinion, but I think both sides are culpable at this point. You hear things and you see things every day, even you try to avoid it, and it's gross, to be honest. Pros should act a little bit more better. Same thing, fans should show some restraint in what they say. So both sides are culpable, and it's hard to kind of get away from because so many things get thrown at you. It's hard to avoid, and it just generates a big sense of malaise that just kind of sucks the fun out of the YouTube thing. So there's that too. And this is about this time last year I was kind of thinking about doing a hiatus. I did step away for a little bit, and I don't know if I'm gonna call this a hiatus. What I'm getting ready to do, I'm gonna take the holidays. I'm gonna enjoy it, obviously, going to Pittsburgh, but I'm gonna reassess how I kind of do things. Because my niche right now, because I don't really do the weekly book reviews anymore. Just don't do it. I've been kind of doing the bat trade things, and to be honest, the views and interactions not really where I would like it, and it kind of is what it is. Because at the end of the day, I do this video stuff. It's for interaction. It's fun. It's talking to my friends out there in the YouTube world, whatever, fellow Bat fans out there. Kind of having that connection. That's the only reason. It's not for monetization. It's not for Patreon. It's not any of that bullcrap. It's just for fun. But we don't see. I mean, and I think it's somehow YouTube kind of changed how they run things. With the ad stuff, ever since they did whatever they did, the views kind of went down. So between all the work that goes into putting in a video versus kind of what's kind of comes back on the feedback side, it really hasn't been there. But again, it kind of is what it is. But I am gonna, I think, but my niche is the bat trades, and I think some more people are starting to do that. So kind of like my voice in this thing might be kind of getting taken over, and that's okay. But I do kind of have to reassess, I think, how I kind of do things. So I'm gonna take the holidays and just see how I want to go from there. But that said, going into the holidays, I do want to have some positives, because typically what I do when I go to Pittsburgh every year, especially during the holidays, I usually go on like huge Bat hunt binges. I come back with like 50 books, just bat books, and so I'm sure I'll do that video when I come back. But I did do a little pre-Pittsburgh hunt, if you would. This local comic book shop I have here down in South Carolina. So I did kind of want to show what I picked up here. So that way I kind of have something going in me. It's the Christmas tree. I haven't even done one video from the Christmas tree this year, which is insane. But I did kind of want to put something in front of one of my Christmas trees and just show what I got. So anyway, I'll start with Batman, Volume 1. First issue. This is the second appearance of Poison Ivy. I'm going to really get up close here for a second because I can't remember the number. This is issue number 183. You're going to see a theme in these older Bat books. The dialogue on the covers are insane. But I do like that cover. This one is issue 195. The Spark Spangled See-Through Man. I do like the color on it. Who did this cover? Backing up again. Fantino. Okay. I do like the cover on that. That's nice. So, got that. Issue number 253. This is a Shadow issue. One thing I would highly recommend. Shadow is like he's like a Batman type character. And recently there was 2 trades. They had crossover between DC and oh boy, I don't. It wasn't IDW. I forget who it was, to be perfectly honest. But it had Shadow and the Batman, and Batman the Shadow. Batman the Shadow was more of the DC side. It dealt with the Joker, and the other one kind of dealt with Joker and the Stag. And the second one was like Ra's al Ghul. It was just really good. But yeah, issue number 253. Then I got issue number 312. Tom King actually put his on his Twitter a couple days ago. Dealt with Counterman. So coincidentally, I saw it and I picked it up. Firebug. Interesting character. We have issue number 318. Going into 10 Nights of the Beast. Have issue number 417. This is part 1 of 4. Starlin, Jim Aparo. I also have issue number 419. This is part 3 of 4. Going into 447. A couple issues they had. The cover was kind of like a Russian newspaper cover as like the theme. So going into some Alan Grant and Norm Brayfogle issues, I have issue number 474. Then going into Doug Moench and Kelly Jones and their run, which issue number 517, as well as issue number 519. So I'm coming along pretty good. Oh, I have one more. Sorry, issue number 530, the Dead Man Connection. So Batman Volume number 1, it's coming along pretty nice, to be perfectly honest. I like how that's going. So let's switch gears over to Detective. Again, this is volume number 1. This one is the cover, the font on this is just so bad. It's hard to see the numbers, especially with the Mylar. This is issue number 353. I like this kind of like these Detective Comics back when they kind of had, Detective Comics starring Batman and Batgirl. And this is Batman and the Boy Wonder Robin, so I like that cover. We got issue number 357. I remember talking about the dialogue in the covers. This one was just ripe with it. So, but it does have that classic Detective Comics feel to it. Again, the font. So, fun fact: this is issue number 362. Whether you're doing a PowerPoint or print, whatever, if you have dark color, you want your letters to be white. Duh. So I did like this cover, by the way. Going into an era of this is issue number 436. The Banner Detective Comics never really was a fan of it. This one has an elongated man, but you'll see one of the ones of the banners I just absolutely adored coming up here pretty soon. Again, this is another one. I just don't like that Detective Comics banner, but it is what it is. This is issue number 446. Bone Chiller, Slaughter and Silver. Going into, this is one of the ones I just love. This is kind of like the Steve Englehart era of Detective Comics. Kind of had that banner. I just love it. This is issue number 461. Pretty sure this is the first appearance of Ratcatcher. I might not. It might be a little bit too early. I'm only saying that because of all the rats, but we'll see. I have to do my homework on that one. Issue number 467. Keeping up with this. That banner of Detective Comics, which I just absolutely adore. This is the Steve Englehart run. This is issue number 471. This is part of a story that's collected in one of the best trades of all times. Strange Apparitions. Definitely highly recommend that one. If you have the money, though, it's expensive. We got issue number 505, The Werewolf Moon. Plus, you have a little Batgirl story in this one as well. And then we're going into the year 2 story, technically not canon, and obviously that will make some Batman fans cringe a little bit. This is number 575. This is Mike Barr in the Batman year 2. This is part 1. I also got part 2, issue number 576. This wrapped up the hole I have in the year 2 story arc with the single issues. And that's it. So pretty good little haul. Then like I said, I'll go to Pittsburgh, and then I'm sure I'll come back with a whole crap ton of stuff. I'll show a video what I got coming back from then, and then again kind of do an assessment, see how I'm gonna kind of go with the videos going on here. So anyway, I just definitely wanted to sit there and at least do one video for the holidays, put something out. And I truly wish you and your family and friends, if you celebrate it, just a magnificent holiday season. And look forward to see what comes in 2019. So until next video, take care.